When you were born with unlimited possibilities.
I was 15 years old when I was forced by my mother to come and join this organization, to come and do the course.
तभी एक ऐसी डिप्रेस थी, बहुत सारे लाइफ में अप एंड डाउन हो गए थे, ब्रेक डाउन हो गया था, रिलेशनशिप में बहुत प्रॉब्लम था, समझ में नहीं आ रहा था कि लाइफ में क्या करूं।
हम कॉन्स्टेंटली अगर हमारी जिंदगी में कुछ नहीं पाते हैं तो हम क्या करते हैं, सिर्फ ब्लेम करते हैं।
All of a sudden, my life hit a plateau. So I was moving around aimlessly, just basically doing nothing, and then I didn't even know when. But then that's when depression hit me.
क्यों हम सबको यूनिक बनाया, क्यों दोनों को एक दूसरे की डाई नहीं बनाया कि आप भी इसी के जैसे बनो ना, वैसे तो करने वाले वैसा ही काम हो।
I was getting into a shell when I couldn't express myself. I never thought of what I want to become in my life.
Why you want to become engineer? Why you want to earn this much? Why you want to go into marketing? Why you want to go into construction? Who decided all this?
So I would constantly see how am I sitting, how am I looking, what are people thinking about me, is everything all right, how am I going to present myself? So many doubts in mind.
मैं तो completely ये mindset के साथ आया था कि भाई अगर मुझे नहीं समझ में आया तो मुझे मेरे पैसे वापस चाहिए। उन्होंने मुझे मनी बैक गारंटी देके उन्होंने मुझे बुलाया कि आप आइए, योर पार्टिसिपेशन इज व्हाट इज रिक्वायर्ड।
कि आपकी लाइफ में ये ही स्ट्रेच नहीं है जो स्ट्रेच आपको चैंपियन बनाता है, जो स्ट्रेच आपको बिलियनर बनाता है, जो स्ट्रेच आपको लीडर बनाता है।
I saw the first demo. I thought, there is some setting between the two of them.
I came here to check whether what is this organization about. How is it possible that someone can change your life like this?
I was sitting there, glued to one of the seats, because I just wanted to know what the secret was.
तो अगर आप एकदम रिजिड एक चीज को बिलीव करते हो कि ये ऐसा ही है, नहीं हो सकता, आपके आसपास भी फिर वही बिलीव करने लगते हैं, नहीं हो सकता, तो हर जगह पे वातावरण क्या हो जाता है, नहीं हो सकता।
तो प्रोक्रास्टिनेशन होता है, डिले होता है, पीछे जाता है, बाद में होगा, अभी नहीं, कल, टाइम तो है ना, बाद में देख लेंगे ना।
It took me 1 year to convince myself that something can change my life, and this is that something.
कहाँ से आपको बत्ती जाग जाएगी पता नहीं चलेगा।
When I was praying to the universe to be somewhere where I can be what I am, who I am, want to know who I am, there came WHDC.
तो लाइफ लॉन्ग हमारे अंदर एक ही अंदर बर्निंग डिजायर होता है, मैं कौन हूँ, मैं क्या हूँ।
What I was feeling for myself that I can't do it, but now I can do it, and I am doing it.
ये लर्निंग जब तक इंसान के पास है तब तक ही ये इंसान रह पाता है।
वो पहले ये डिक्लेयर करता है कि मैं ये हूं, और दुनिया से बुलवाता है कि भाई ये मैं हूं, कि वो अपने आप को जाने।
Most important point that touches me in WSDC is that we are constantly working for human growth.
मेरी लाइफ में आज भी अगर मुझे कुछ मोटिवेटेड रखता है तो दैट इज माय गोल, माय पैशन टुवर्ड्स माय गोल।
और कैसे सबको अपना बना के एक वर्ल्ड क्रिएट करना।
देखो हमारे अंदर जब ये जागता है, ये प्यार जागा है, तो प्यार जागा कब कहेंगे कि जाग गया, जब इससे हम कुछ मांगे।
3 दिन के सेमिनार के वजह से जो सुसाइड करने जा रही थी, वहां से मैं वापस आई, बच गई, और मैंने अपनी जर्नी की नई शुरुआत की।
WHDC brought this too. Only that transformation helped me to be a leader in my life.
ये तो गेम तलब की है, आपके क्रेविंग की है, आपके बर्निंग डिजायर की है, आपके पैशन की है।
आई एम रियली हैप्पी दैट मेरे लाइफ में इतनी यंग एज में मैं इंट्रोड्यूस हो गया।
When I see that shift in someone's life.
और फिर कल बच्चे की तरह से आप जिद कर लेते हो, अपने आप सोल्यूशन आ जाता है।
Walk into any of the programs of WHDC, the sheer energy gets you.
Not 10, 20, 50 or 100. I have seen thousands of people getting the breakthrough of their life within a few hours of the workshop.
मैं आपको छोड़ूंगा नहीं, क्योंकि तुम्हारे दिमाग में, आपके सबकॉन्शियस माइंड को मुझे खोलना है।
And yes, I finally removed my fear. I took a step ahead, and now I'm a leader.
It's only do or die. When you are in do or die, at that moment अपने आप माइंड एक्टिव हो जाता है।
Just imagine your life without those hurts, without those complaints, without those million thoughts running in your mind.
आपकी जिंदगी मिस आउट मत करो। ये ही मोमेंट है, प्रेजेंट मोमेंट। यहीं पे वर्तमान के अंदर जो कर पाओगे वही कर पाओगे।
If you miss this, you're missing something very, very important.
World Human Development Center, an extraordinary organization committed to transform you. You are the person, an individual, one among 720 crore people, one among 7.2 billion people. Only you are here on this earth to make a difference. What you can give, nobody else can give. We are here to support you. We are here to coach you, to train you, so that you can come up, express, and give your best.
Welcome to each and every one of you who is listening to me here right now. Am I audible fine? Please put yes in the chat box. Am I audible to everyone? Okay, great. Okay, fantastic. Those who are having some issue that my volume is low or something, please check your internet. Check your internet, everyone, if those who are having any issue. Okay, let me get started. Good morning. You must be feeling why good morning in this hour. Again and again, I'm greeting you by saying good morning. So let me tell you this. In Growth Vidyapeeth, we greet everyone by saying good morning. This is what our tradition has been. So we always feel that that's very important for you to be in present, because half of the time you are either in your past or you're either in your future. Hardly we have the chance, hardly we be in present. So I want every one of you in this 1.5 hours which you are with me, I want you to be 100% over here. So good morning to everyone. Now okay, let me tell you this. मेरा सेमिनार इंग्लिश में होगा. आई विल मैं डेफिनेटली हिंदी में आपको मेन चीजें जो मैं ये सेमिनार के द्वारा बोलना चाहती हूँ मैं हिंदी में भी दूंगी. मैं आपको समझ में आ जाए उस तरीके से डेफिनेटली करूंगी. अगर आपको कोई चीज नहीं समझ में आती है तो आप मुझे पूछ लेना, पर मैं पूरा का पूरा सेमिनार हिंदी में नहीं ले पाऊंगी. Okay, but so that is what it is. So I will don't worry about the whether you will understand or not. Whatever I am speaking in Hindi, I'll speak in English. Whatever I am speaking in English, मैं वो हिंदी में definitely main points आपको बताते जाऊँ. Okay, everyone. So let's get started. First of all, let me introduce myself to every one of you. I am Charmi Chheda. I am international motivational coach. I'm a numerologist, karmic numerologist. I am a psychogeometric expert. Also, I have been leading workshops since more than a decade now. I'm a life coach. I'm a counselor. More than 10,000 people have got transformed due to various workshops that I've led. I'm also a relationship coach, vision mentor, a memory coach. Initially, before entering in this profession or in this field, I was with my father. We have a travel agency called as Kalakruti. So I was 15 when I started this journey of being a profession, being an independent woman. So I handled my father's business very well, but I could, मुझे एक point पे ऐसा महसूस हुआ, I got that one thing inside me, got literally, it just clicked me, okay, who am I यार? मैं कौन हूँ? तो जब ये सवाल आया मेरे दिमाग में, and that was pricking me from inside, who am I, who am I, who am I? And that's how I landed up in this organization, and I did various programs to get trained and to understand about me as well, my emotions, my life, my purpose, my destiny, everything. And then I decided to be a leader, be a transformer, because that is what I feel my purpose is. So let us continue. I also want to understand who you are, from where are you, kahan se aap ho, and aapka naam kya hai, and aap kya karte ho, what do you do? In the chat box, please type who are you, from where you are, and what do you do? Okay, Shahana, Kerala, hi Navya. एक साथ लिखोगे तो भी better है if you write. Shri Lakshmi, Bangalore degree, Dr. Sunita, okay, Bihar, Deepa, great, Purnima, a lot of people from various backgrounds, Odisha, Bangalore, that's UK, wow, great, welcome, Kolkata, okay, you're into post department, okay, Lina, Uttarakhand, it must be a fantastic weather there now, Delhi, Hyderabad, okay, that's fantastic. Chennai, you're a teacher. Welcome. Engineer. Okay, because businessman. Okay, Hemant from Pune. That's fantastic. You're a housewife. Wow. Great. Good to know every one of you over here from different backgrounds, different cultures, and different upbringing, but you'll understand how emotions work with us on an equal and opposite force. It just has a connection with whatever background we are. We all go through the emotions that I will talk in these 4 days. You're interior designer, great, Neha. Okay. PowerPoint specialist, okay. That's great. Fantastic. It's amazing to know all of you. Let's go through the what you have to take care of in these 4 days. I want you to take care of certain things so that you get maximum result. So कुछ guidelines हैं जो आपको follow करनी है, जहाँ से आप आपकी जिंदगी को बदल सकते हो. You can change your life. So first thing is, please complete your daily assignments. Now you will be, of course, appreciated, acknowledged with a lot of medals. So I want you to complete these assignments. किस तरीके के assignments होंगे, क्या होगा, मैं आपको बताते जाऊंगी. I'll definitely tell you. But do complete it. And post that realization of that assignment that you do, or the remedies that I will give you, post the realization in the group as well. जिससे मुझे पता चले कि आपकी जिंदगी में क्या shift आ रहा है. What shift are you getting? Q&A will be at the end of every session. So today we will not have a Q&A section, but from tomorrow we will be having a Q&A session. Also on the 4th day, I have kept a special live Q&A session with me. So you will get this privilege to have a one-on-one conversation with me for the questions that you have of your life. So that would be major time. We will give it on the 4th day, but from tomorrow, I will start taking certain Q&As in the Q&A section only. आपको कोई भी सवाल हो, please सिर्फ Q&A section में ही पूछिएगा. Highly recommendation की book and pen with you to make notes. हम बहुत सारे analysis करेंगे. We will do lot of self exploration and self realization activities during this 1.5 hour, 2 hours workshop. So please keep book and pen with you, or a notepad, anything on your computer or a handy one. Day 4 will, as I've already disclosed, this recording of day 1 and day 2 will be available for next 24 hours only. Day 3 and day 4 are purely live sessions. No recordings would be available. Now, this is little important. Your body might see few changes like fever, headache, body pain. आपको कुछ ऐसे आपके अंदर ऐसा कुछ changes आपको महसूस होगा, या फिर हो सकता है कि बहुत कहीं पे कुछ pain है. There is some ache somewhere in your mental or physical body form. Don't worry, it might go away also. or you might get also. Everything is because of emotions. So absolutely not to worry. Just if you have anything like that, please feel free to express in the WhatsApp group, and my team will be in constant touch with you. So you can even express it to them. Express fully in the WhatsApp group to get most from the workshop. Post your progress in the group, as I said, because there will be a lot of medals given to you, so do that. Do not post anything else than you're sharing an expression in the group. Please kindly maintain the decorum of the group, or else I would be forced to remove from the group certain numbers. So I don't want to do that. You all are very important part of my life because you're doing emotional mastery workshop, and I'm in all gratitude that you have taken this opportunity to change your life. So please do not post anything else. Fill in the emotional mastery form. If you haven't, I've seen a lot of people, you have not filled this emotional mastery form. Please fill that. That is very, very, very important. That's a bonus that I'm giving you. And when I have a Q&A with you, that helps me. So that this is very important for you to get specific answers. So the link was given in the WhatsApp group as well as to your personal number. So please do fill that. One more thing, I've seen a lot of people, we will post it in the group once again. My team will post it in the group once again. I've seen a lot of people have not joined the WhatsApp group as well. Please join the WhatsApp group so that you get time to time, you get all the information that we have. Okay, सारा information WhatsApp group में दिया जाता है. So please join the WhatsApp group if you haven't joined it. Now there are a few bonuses given to you, so this is an exciting thing. Emotional intelligence test, as I said. There would be a gratefulness meditation also given to you as a bonus. Time and how to use it, I will definitely tell. Don't worry about that, even that. Okay, there would be 7-day challenge. So 7-day challenge bhi aapko diya jayega, not to worry. How to use it, I will let you know. There would be power booster attention, which would be given. Opportunity to interact one-on-one, that opportunity would be given to every one of you, and 30 seconds energy bomb. In these 4 days, these are the bonuses. Also, there are few bonuses in terms of remedies that I will give you in the end of the session, in the end of every session. Great. So now let me tell you one fantastic thing about you is what happens with us. Before going to that segment, let me show you in this 4 days, how will you master your emotions? So today we will work on understanding the emotions in a more better way. So to master your emotions, बहुत important चीज होती है कि you understand your dream life. So what is your dream life? And how do you, on what basis you create a dream life? That's very important. कि कौन से basis पे आप ये dream life create करते हो या ये dream life create हुई है, ये जानना बहुत जरूरी है. Half of the problems you have because you don't know only from where have your dreams come, and if you do know it, is that power still working or not? You don't know that. So we will work on that power and we'll understand the base of our dream life. Uske baad aata hai to identify your emotional trigger boxes. So once you identify aapke emotional trigger boxes jo hai, 50% your work is done by that. Once you identify your emotional triggers. Okay, now those who are messaging me about Hindi, मैं आपको बता दूं, अगर आप सिर्फ सुनोगे मुझे ध्यान से तो आपको बहुत समझ में आ जाएगा. Don't worry about it, okay? But focus कीजिए मैं जो बोल रही हूँ उस पे. Third thing is what we will work after identifying the emotional trigger boxes. After that, what we will do is work on the emotional trigger boxes with equal and opposite force. उसके ऊपर हम काम करेंगे. उसके लिए I will give you the remedies. मैं आपको remedies दूंगी through mind, body and language. So this is very important that through mind, body and language, you have all the remedies with you. So once you have all the remedies through mind, body and language, then you can work in a better way. So when I say mind, body and language means what? First, karo, you have a mind, of course you have a body, of course you have a language. So you speak from there. all the three parameters, if you see, they are not synchronized with each other. कभी mind बोलता है, once mind says कि yes यार, come on, I want to do it and I will do it. आप कहीं पे कुछ डिक्लेयर करते हो कि मुझे करना है ये चीज, एंड आप कमांड करते हो कि ओके नाउ लेट मी डू इट. But what if your body is not prepared for it? What if your health is not permitting it? What if you're feeling lazy and your body is not just getting up and ready to move? You won't be able to do anything, or there would be a lot of efforts to do anything, because your mind is not, body and mind, both of them are not synchronized with each other. Third most important thing is language. You feel something inside you. There is some mind conversations going on, but in the language it is not coming that way. Or because your body is not moving, you're already irritated and the language becomes haywire. जो बोलना था वो नहीं बोलते, कुछ और ही बोल जाते, या जिस टोन में बोलना है वो टोन में नहीं बोलते, कुछ और ही टोन में निकल जाता है. And इससे जिंदगी में बहुत ज्यादा problems होती है. You create a lot of problems for this because of this. Because these three things, which are very important part for your emotions or for your growth, they are not in synchronized. So we have to synchronize this thing. How many of you could connect with this thing? कि yes, mind, body and language है ना, बहुत बार synchronized नहीं होता. It is not synchronized many of times. Put yes in the chat box. Right? Yeah, it happens. It happens with every one of us. So that is why I have given certain remedies, which are such a powerful remedies, which help you to work towards your emotions and which will help you to move ahead in your life. So they're very, very, very interesting and powerful remedies, which I'm giving you today. From today, I will start giving. Okay, so now let's move ahead and let me tell you this thing. What is happening with you right now? Your mind is occupied by 87% of negative emotions. जैसे कि गुस्सा, sadness, agony, jealousy, jalan, hurt, frustration. ऐसे 87% emotions आपके negative में चले जाते हैं. And now when I say 87% emotions are, if this sadness, agony, jealousy, that means they are connected to your past. So 87% of your emotions come from your past. 13% of your emotions are connected with your future, that is confusion and insecurity. And because of this, you don't get the desired result you want, because your mind is occupied in this. And when your mind is occupied in this, whatever you want to do, of course, the result is not that. The way it has to be. क्योंकि इसी में occupied है, इसी के अंदर ये अपने आप में ही ये आप अंदर ही अंदर घुटते जाते हो. Because your mind is occupied in this. And when I say negative, let me tell you this. Rather than terming it as only negative, I would term it as self-destructive. Your 87% of emotions and 13% of your emotions are self-destructive emotions. Just hold on, guys. They are self-destructive emotions. And to convert these self-destructive emotions into self-constructive emotions is what my Emotional Mastery Workshop will offer you. How can I come out of the self-destructive emotions, which is harming me only, which is self-sabotaging me, which is not allowing me to grow in life? When you understand that these emotions are not just negative, they are self-destructive. And when you come out of the self-destructive game, only then you will allow yourself to go into the self-constructive game of your life. So how many of you are ready to convert these self-destructive emotions to self-constructive? Put a yes in the chat box, or me in the chat box. Okay, you all are ready? Wow, great, fantastic, amazing. So great. So let me ask every one of you only. When I say this self-destructive pattern, definitely the result is not that you want. So first karo, there is one emotion. एक emotion है कि emotion of a failure or emotion of a rejection. What would be the outcome because of that emotion? Can we show that emotion to them? Let us show the outcome directly. For example, you are in the emotion of frustration. So when you are in the emotion of frustration, what action do you feel? Can we show the previous slide? Thank you. What action would happen? Connect with what is written over here. You might lead to certain fights or workplace, right? And it spoils your entire day. Am I right? First, Karu, there is one more emotion. You have an emotion of betrayal. You have an emotion of a failure. What outcome can you expect or action can you expect? You shut down, correct? You overthink. You have the previous slide. Can I have that betrayal wala? Betrayal. Thank you. Self-doubt, correct. Correct. Absolutely. Trust issues, so many things, right? And the outcome would be you will not be able to have any time meaningful relationships. You shout for unnecessary things. Absolutely. If you have an emotion of a failure, what action or outcome can you even expect from you? If you have an emotion of a failure, correct, low self-confidence. Absolutely. You don't take risk in life. And if you don't take risk in life, then automatically you lose a lot of opportunities. And this is what happens in your life. Why? Because your emotions are self-destructive. And let me tell you, you were not born with self-destructive emotions. आप self-destructive emotions से पैदा नहीं हुए थे. आपने self-destructive emotions में आप गए. You went into self-destructive emotions. So we will work on how we can come out of this self-destructive emotions. To understand that in a more detailed manner, let me tell you this, how you create this behavioral pattern first of all. अभी होता क्या है हमारे साथ? What happens with us is we deal with a lot of thoughts, है ना? Can you tell me how many thoughts do you get in one day? 60,000, okay. Unlimited, lakhs, many, infinity, million, 90,000, unlimited. बहुत सारे thoughts. गिनती नहीं है हमारे पास. So there was a survey, and in that survey, the survey's result was, you have 86,400 thoughts in a day. Can you imagine? 86,400 thoughts. That means in 1 second, you might have 6 thoughts at least. And you don't know whether those thoughts are self-destructive, self-constructive or what, and from where they come. So what happens with you is half of the thoughts, so you don't remember, na? It is like a nightmare or a daydream. Or it is like Gajni. आधा तो याद ही नहीं रहता. Alzheimer हो जाता है. आधे thoughts तो गायब हो जाते हैं. And it happens. But certain thoughts are with you for years and years. वो बहुत सारे सालों से कुछ बातें, कुछ विचार आपकी बातों में, आपके इंसिडेंट्स में, आपके एक्सपीरियंस के वजह के फॉर्म में आपके साथ जिंदगी भर रहते हैं. How many of you agree to this? Put yes. If you agree, put yes. Right? रहते हैं. What is the reason of that? The reason is emotional attachment. कोई भी विचार आपकी जिंदगी में तब तक रहेगा. Any thought only will have the existence if there is an emotion attached to it. If there is no emotion attached to it, you don't remember that thought. Any thought, when it comes to a business, when it comes to your personal life, professional life, social life, any sort of life, your social media life, whatever your life has. Whether you are into plus, you are into minus, you are successful, you're not successful, everything. Because there are emotions attached. That is why they have more leverage. They have more value to your life. And what happens with this is, when this emotional attachment comes, you absolutely have an action or a reaction to it. कोई ना कोई action आता है या कोई ना कोई reaction आता है. Now, what has happened with me? Let me share my incident only to you. Now, I was always hit by my mother for some or the other mischief that I do. My childhood pattern was getting hit. So, and first time when I got hit by my mother, I started feeling, oh, this is not what I'm liking. I'm crying. That means this is a negative emotion. And why am I getting hit? Because I've done something wrong. So you don't have to do something wrong in life. This was the first thought inside me. And the emotional attachment was, oh, I am bad because my mom hit me. My mom doesn't love me. Emotion aa gaya, hatred ka. And because of that hatred emotion which came in my life, I started rebelling. That is what my absolute reaction was. Whatever she's saying, I won't do because she just hits me. She doesn't love me. She doesn't pamper me. She just hits me. So the absolute outcome is rebel. Whatever you will say, I will not do. And rebelling in various terms. Because of that, I lost my confidence. Because of that, I started feeling that my mom and father, they don't love me. Because of that, I became an average dumb girl. Where at the age of 20, I didn't know what to do in life. Okay, I was doing business. I was earning very well. I had a very great life. But that was because of my father. My identity was never there. But because of that emotional attachment, I created a different kind of life, which was not me, but I created it. And this creates a pattern inside you. This creates a cycle inside you. हर बार आप यही चीज दोहराते जाते हो. Every time you create this loop in your personal, professional, social, all sorts of life. And this is where you get triggered, and that is how you create emotional triggers, which converts into emotional trigger boxes. ये आपका emotional trigger box बन जाता है. So everything in life, when you sum up, कि जो एक emotional attachment create होता है, and वहां से what you react, and when the cycle repeats and it goes into an automation factor, it gives you a trigger, and that trigger gets converted into emotional trigger boxes, which we will work on. And let me tell you, there are 6 major emotional trigger boxes in life, which rules everything, which rules your complete life. So out of all the emotions that we have, there are so many multiple emotions that we go through. Out of all those emotions, there are 6 primary or main emotional trigger boxes. If you understand them, you will be able to deal with other emotions because they also come with a family. Now, I want to ask every one of you one question. Your life, what do you think? What are the elements of your life? Please answer me in the chat box. When I say elements means, what is the base of your life? Or whatever you have, you dream something, right? You dream a lot of things. So when you dream, what is the base? From where does it comes? Or why you want to complete whatever you want to complete? What is the reason behind it? What is the reason behind your dream life? Purpose, aspects, passion, happiness. Okay. Perfect love, happiness, loves. Great. Love, care, transform, peace, satisfaction, feeling loved, successful career, great. Elements, self-satisfaction. Few people are going in a right track. Luxury and love, spread, peace, happiness, fitness, health. Peace, tranquility, comfortable life, lecturer in college, happiness, peace, no tension. Safe and happy family. Very good. Satisfaction, ability to handle any situation. Let me make for you more easy. Let me make for you very specific. So you will understand where your problem actually is now. आपके life के 3 elements हैं. You have 3 elements of your life. And the 3 elements, यानी कि whatever you do in your life, you do because of these 3 things that you are seeing on screen. That is your love, that is your identity, and your expression. अगर ये 3 चीजें आपके पास है ना, if you have these 3 things, you are absolutely a happy person. You automatically get what you want because whatever you're doing because of love. You love your family. Why you want to earn so much money? Why you want to have a successful career? Why you want to have a social status? Why you want your expression to be witnessed by people? Why you be on Instagram so much? Why you want to connect? Why you want to be socially active? Why you do whatever you do? Why you want a luxury life? Why you want a great lifestyle? When you see this, go within. It's because you love yourself, your family, your surround people. It is because your identity, that is very important. Whatever you do is because you want to express your identity. And we get stuck into identity crisis, and so the problem starts. Expression, which is very important, that is communication. And you know, if you don't communicate effectively, you will lose many things, and you're losing it and you're aware of it. So whatever you're doing, you want your expression to be projected 100%. आप चाहते हो कि दुनिया आपका expression देखे, in terms of your talent, in terms of your way you live, in terms of everything. So whatever you're doing, the main things are love, identity, and expression because of that. And why are you facing problems? Because your love is not getting expressed as it is. Love has been expressed in a very different form now. कुछ बदल गया है. प्यार के expression में कुछ बदल गया है. Your identity has not been projected the way it has to be. It has changed. There are so many multiple identities you play that one fine day you only get confused. Why? Who am I? You can't express yourself freely. What will person think? Oh, am I able to talk properly? If I won't be able to do it, then what? Acha, is my work getting expressed properly? There's so much of competition here. How will I survive? How will I sustain? And thus that blocks your personality, that blocks your expression. Because these 3 elements of your life are being suppressed, are being clouded, and are being not projected or fully expressed. And that is why you get problems. So in this life, F stands for fully. So anything which is not completely, fully projected, that is where you get stuck in life. And we have to identify which are those emotional trigger boxes which is not allowing my love, identity, and expression to project the way it has to project. वो allow ही नहीं कर रहा है कि मेरे ये सारे 3 चीजें, यानी जो clouded हो चुके हैं. Love has been clouded by these emotional trigger boxes. That is why you are doing everything for your people, but they are not understanding, or you are not understanding, or it's not reciprocated the way it has to. You are doing so much of hard work for your identity to get established, or the way you are, whatever business you run, or the job you have, or the personality you have. It's highly misunderstood. Which are those emotional trigger boxes which I will identify because of that suppressed emotions, your identity gets suppressed. And which are those, and the expression, major part we don't like only to express. Nowadays I've seen depression is in fashion. Loneliness is the trendsetter. Everyone wants to be alone. I was recently having, I had gone to a club in Mumbai, over here in Mumbai, and I was seeing people they're sitting together, but on a phone. And I'm like, why people are together on the first front. So we have this, or we are alone. So we have created this habit, and it has been in fashion. We don't want to express, or we want to express through our photographs, through our reels, through these things. But your real expression is not there, because it has been suppressed. We don't know which are those self-destructive patterns which is not allowing it to express. क्या हो रहा है हमारे साथ जिसकी वजह से ये सारी चीजें हिल चुकी? How many of you are excited to start this journey of knowing your emotional trigger boxes? And how many of you are with me so far? Yes, all these things are happening. Put a yes in the chat box. Or me. ऐसा सब हो रहा है. And you're excited to come out of it. Fantastic. So in these 4 days, we will definitely work on these 6 emotional trigger boxes and their families. Also, I will work on the parameters of what are the root causes of this. तीसरे दिन पे, third day पे, we will talk on root causes of these emotions. उसका root cause क्या है? And I will definitely support you and give you the external support that how you can come out of it. And then, yeah, you want to know the roots and how to come out of it. So I will offer you my mentoring and coaching, which will work on how to come out from the roots of it. Great. So let's get started with the first emotional, first element and the emotional trigger boxes of those elements. So today we will work on identity. सबसे important चीज है हमारी identity. Today, whatever we are struggling because of this identity. A lot of times. So this identity, which are those emotional trigger boxes which has not allowed your identity to project as it is, or to understand from whatever you did, from where did you take certain decisions and what did you do in life, or whether really you wanted to do the same thing or there was something else you were looking out for. Let us understand which are those emotional trigger boxes which is not allowing you to get success in your business. That is because of this identity. Because of this, you're not able to get success in your business. You're not able to get promotion. You're not able to get different kind of a happiness in your professional life or in your personal life. Or you probably feel that यार लोग समझते नहीं है, लोग सुनते नहीं है, यार इतना सब कुछ करने के बाद भी हो कुछ नहीं रहा है. I'm doing so much, but things are not happening the way it has to. So let us understand that by these two emotional trigger boxes. Now let's take a book and pen. Please take a book and pen so that we will do certain analysis. So once you're ready with the book and pen, please put yes in the chat box.
Are you ready?
Great, fantastic. Every one of you are ready. And I hope you have a notepad at least. If you don't have a book and pen, so then have a notepad. Now what you have to do is, this is a fantastic analysis that you're doing it for the first time in your life. You are understanding yourself. So I'm very happy that you are doing this. When I had done this in my life, I had tears. My life got changed 360 degrees. And I started feeling like, oh my God, this is what I was doing since so many years of my life. And when I worked on my roots, I became a different version of my life. So confident, a personality with a lot of different success, going to various places, leading workshops, understanding people, and becoming a global name. I mean, it was a fantastic journey because of these emotional trigger boxes. When I understood it and when I came out from the roots of it. So let us do that. Now, how you have to do it? I will ask you certain questions. You have to rate those questions. When you'll answer it, you will answer in the form of ratings by giving marks. मैं कुछ सवाल पूछूंगी आपसे. वो सवाल को आपको rate करना है. Now when you rate, you will only rate between 1 to 10. आप 1 से 10 के बीच में ही हर सवाल को rate करो. So there would be 10 questions. So every question would be rated differently. So 10 questions out of 10, तो out of 100 आपका total आएगा. जब after answering 10 questions, when you total up, it will come out of 100. So when I say 1 to 10, so 10 is the highest, 1 is the lowest. If you feel that the intensity of this question is more in you, you will rate more marks. You will give more marks. If you feel the intensity is less, no, I don't have this much, then you will give less marks. If it is average, you will give average. ज्यादा होता है कि नहीं, हाँ ये मेरे में बहुत ज्यादा है तो आप ज्यादा दोगे, कम है तो कम दोगे, एवरेज है तो एवरेज दो, यानी 4, 5, 6. According to that, you will rate yourself. I hope I am clear with my instruction. कोई भी सवाल नहीं समझ में आएगा, you will ask me in the chat box over here, not in the Q&A box. If you don't understand any question, you will ask me in the chat box over here and not in the Q&A box. I'm repeating it again because I will not answer these questions in the Q&A. Okay, great. So everyone of you are clear? Then let me start with the questions. So the first question. Okay, repeat. What do you want me to repeat, dear? What do you want me to repeat? Till then, I will go with the first question. You can put the question. What do you want me to repeat? Do you constantly question yourself? Why me? Acha, now, ratings, you will not post it over here. Individual ratings, you will post it in your book, not over here. Okay? Do you constantly question yourself? Why me? Rule to rate. Okay, out of 1 to 10, between 1 to 10. If you, for example, if you feel yes, you ask yourself constantly, why me, or why this happens with me only, why people don't understand, why this is like this, then you will rate high. If you feel it is less, you will rate less marks. But you will give marks between 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You will put like this. Okay? So, आप खुद को कांस्टेंट पूछते रहते हो, मैं क्यों, मेरे साथ ही क्यों होता है, मेरे लोग क्यों नहीं सुनते, मेरे साथ ही ऐसा क्यों ये लोग मानते हैं. इन टोटल 100, जब टोटल करोगे तभी. Do you feel you have hard luck? आपको ऐसा फील होता है कि आपका लक बड़ा हार्ड है, बहुत मुश्किल से चीजें मिलती हैं आपको. Do you feel your efforts go waste? Not in the chat box right now. You will put it in the notebook. Do you feel your efforts go waste? आपके efforts waste हो जाते हैं. आपको ऐसा महसूस होता है आपके efforts waste हो जाते हैं. आप बहुत मेहनत करते हो पर बहुत सारी चीजें वेस्ट हो जाती है. Do you feel sorry about your own self? आपको constantly sorry feel होता है. पर यार, I am only like this. Sorry यार, मेरे से नहीं होता. Sorry यार, this happens with me only. I am only like this. Sorry यार. Do you fall sick regularly? आप बीमार बहुत फटाफट होते हो. You fall sick regularly. Do you give up easily? आप बहुत easily give up कर देते हो. Do you crib about things? If you don't understand any question, please post it in the chat box. कोई सवाल नहीं समझ में आता है तो please chat box पे लिखिएगा. Do you crib about things? रोते रहते हो बार बार. You crib about things not having in your life, about things having in your life. Constantly and consistently you go on having this kind of like feeling it. यार, these people are like this only. ये ऐसे होता है मेरी लाइफ में, ये this happens with me only, and people are really like this. I don't understand, but I can't do it, यार. So you crib about anything and everything. My maid doesn't come only on time. Every time I have to tell यार कि ये करो, फिर भी नहीं करते लोग यार, समझते ही नहीं है. Kind of. It's a cribbing internally. Do you feel that you are small? आपको ऐसा महसूस होता है कि आप छोटे हो? Someone is more what I can say, superior to you. Superior से भी ज्यादा बड़ा है वो आपसे. आप छोटे हो, वो बड़ा है. Someone is more big, more huge, and that is why you probably don't take huge targets. You don't dream big. You better be in this के नहीं जो है जैसा है ठीक है ना. I'm like this one. Do you feel that you are weak, feeble, unlucky? आपको खुद को महसूस होता है कि आप कमजोर हो, unlucky हो. Are you into the habit of self-cursing? You curse yourself a lot. Or you have already given marks out of 10 to each question. So when you total up, it would come out of 100. So out of 100, क्या total आया है? Please put that in the chat box over here. Total up out of 100, whatever the total has come, please put that in the chat box over here. You curse, आप खुद को कोसते हो. You curse yourself. That was the last question. Okay, everyone has already started posting it. Fantastic. Can we have the questions again? Can we have the questions again? So these are the questions. Please take. Yeah, it is cursing others, cursing oneself. Both of things are considered and included in this. Okay, I'll wait for more 10 seconds. And then I will move with the second set of questions. Now, this is the first set of questions. यानी कि ये आपके पहले emotional trigger boxes के सवाल थे. अब मैं जाऊंगी से दूसरे emotional trigger boxes. I'll go with the second one. Okay, I've got a lot of marks. That's fantastic. If anyone has yet is left to post it, please post it. Okay, great. Don't worry, it's a good realization. You should pat your back. Every one of you, pat your backs. It's a fantastic realization. You've got ultimately the first emotional trigger box because of which your identity was stuck or is stuck, or you are not finding certain answers. Okay, great. Now let's have second set of questions. Do you feel the need to prove yourself? Constantly आपको खुद को prove करना पड़ता है. You have to constantly prove yourself. आपको ये prove करना पड़ता है कि यार मैं कितना अच्छा हूँ, मैं कितना best हूँ, मैं तो कितना बरोबर हूँ. Yes, again between 1 to 10. Again 1 to 10. Do you feel motivated when you are challenged? आपको motivation feel होता है अगर किसी ने challenge किया. कोई आपको बोल दे कि यार तू नहीं कर सकता. अच्छा, ठीक है. I'll show up. I can do it. You feel motivated basically. You like challenges. Are you a good starter and bad finisher? शुरुआत करते हो तो बड़े ही शान से करते हो. खत्म होते होते तक तो पसीने छूट जाओ. So you're very good starter, but not good finisher. Very bad finisher. Do you feel struggle? आपको बहुत struggle महसूस होती है जिंदगी में कुछ भी चीज करने के लिए. You feel struggle. Do you feel stagnant or you have hit saturation in your life? After going to one parameter or after achieving something, you feel now it's done. I'm stagnant. Suppose, for example, you got a promotion and Now you're working. You wanted to become a manager. You became a manager. Now it's a stagnancy. Now it's a routine. You're set in that pattern. Now what to do next? वो stagnancy आ गई, उसके बाद अभी नया सोचना पड़ेगा तो होगा. ऐसा है. So you always have stagnancy. This happens in business. This happens in work life. This happens with different identities that we play. Do you get bored easily? आप बहुत जल्दी बोर हो जाते हो. Do you compete with people or perform better in competition? When there is a competition, you feel like, wow, you're charged up to do it. And you feel good also. You like competitions. Do you have fear of failure? आपको फेल होने का डर है, हारने का डर है. Do you have been a rebel in childhood? Going against, बगावत की है, बागीपन. Rebel means going against. Have you seen the graph rising to the top and falling down repeatedly in various areas of life? Yani it's like a snake and ladder life. कभी ऊपर गए, वापस नीचे आ गए, वापस ऊपर गए, वापस नीचे आ गए. You go to do something, you reach to some point, and then some breakdown happens, and you're like, you fall down. So the snake and ladder happens in your life. Start totaling up the marks and start giving me the marks, everyone. Out of 100, start giving the marks. Last question is, can we show the questions again? Your life is, for example, now you have earned 10 crore rupees. And that was what the benchmark you have kept. अचानक से कोई ऐसा expense आ जाएगा. There would be some kind of expense, or there would be some kind of loss, or there would be some point of time where you feel कि कुछ ऐसा हुआ है, वापस आप नीचे आए. And फिर वापस आपको उठाना पड़ता है सारी चीज. कई बार टारगेट्स नहीं मीट करते हो, वापस गिर जाते हो. Rebel means going against. In Hindi it means bagavat, बागीपन, किसी के खिलाफ जाना. So now, okay, whenever you're giving answers to any of the question, you don't have to think much. जो पहले आता है ना, the intensity that you feel, whatever first thought comes in your life to give the marks for that question, give it. If you will think, you will never be able to do the proper analysis. So only thing is, that's why I'm moving little fast. So you immediately put the answers. Don't think much before doing it. Okay, I hope every one of you have given the marks. That's what I assume. Okay, I'll wait for a few seconds. Please give the marks. And now I will disclose the which are those emotional trigger boxes. Now understand one thing. The ones you have given the highest mark, of course, that emotional trigger box rules you. But that doesn't mean you don't have the another emotional trigger box. You have both the emotional trigger boxes with you. Both the emotional trigger boxes has an impact on you. But right now, or in this phase of your life, this emotional trigger box, the one you have given the highest marks, that is ruling your identity, that is ruling your personality, that is ruling you. So you have to check in which emotional trigger box you have given the highest marks. So I'm disclosing the first emotional trigger box. This emotional trigger box, if you're into, you already feel rejected. This emotional trigger box is of a victim. You constantly blame yourself for everything that is happening in the world. कि मैं ही बेचारा यार, मेरे से ही ऐसा हो रहा है. Everything is happening because of me. If something is not working, that is also because of me. If my family is also having problems, it's because of me. मेरी जिंदगी में कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, वो भी मेरे वजह से हो रहा है. So everything in this world is happening because of you. This is the kind of a false ego you create inside you, and you become very sad. You feel life too sad. कितना problem है life में, क्या क्या नहीं होता. So there's a constant feeling of sadness inside you. Have a lot of complaints. You constantly invalidate and negate yourself. Now see the family of this victim. When you are in the victim box, you constantly want to do something which is opposite to them. Yani you want to be like your mother and father, but something which is opposite. Not exactly like them, because you don't want the suffering that has been caused. वो तड़प नहीं चाहिए, वो suffering नहीं चाहिए. तो उसके वजह से what happens with you is you constantly have this game of how am I different than you? And see the box of victim, this family of victim, you constantly feel this unhealthy kind of a bimar, bechara, not worthy, I'm wrong. You feel powerless, feel something is deliberately missing in you. Constantly feel that yaar kuch acha ho hi nahi raha hai, nothing good can happen in my life. You have a great and lots of guilt inside you, and that guilt rules you, and that doesn't allow you to do more action. ये आपको काम नहीं करने देता है, and constantly feeling होती है to sacrifice, I don't deserve it. तो कोई भी बड़ी चीज आती है ना, तो आप digest नहीं कर पाते. You cannot digest, or you feel like, oh, am I deserving this? हाँ, मिलना तो चाहिए, but am I deserving? You feel small about yourself. That is why you want to have life like small kind of thing. You definitely long for love because you feel that you're not loved. And the whole game becomes, oh, how can I be loved? So this is a box of a victim, a family of a victim. Now, let me tell you this, a live example कि क्या होता है if you get stuck in this victim box, what happens in your life. So there was one female, a very fantastic, phenomenal woman. She is a healer. She is the international motivational speaker. But if I see her past, I have always goosebumps. I have always tears in my eyes, like, oh my God, what that girl has gone through in her life. And just because she created a loop of her victim trigger box. She was from a very abusive family background. Her mom and father, they used to always have fights, abusive relationships. She has always seen physically, mentally, both torturous. And she grew up like that. And then she was also tortured or abused by her father. She didn't want to stay, but she always felt that feeling, oh, where will I go? I'm not that independent right now. And my mom is also not moving out of this life is because of me, because I am born. So now see, she started her game of victim. Whatever is happening is happening because of me. In my mother and father's relationship, or my mother's relationship, or with me, everything is happening because of me. In the teenage, in foreign, there's a trend, right? People go after a certain age. So she went away. She was waiting for that actually. And she met she did a lot of old course and a lot of stuff to beat her survival, completed her studies, very dynamic, very enthusiastic and very ambitious girl. But she went into a lot of abusive relationships in her whole life as well. She got married, but she was diagnosed. I mean, when she got married, she was pregnant after that. She had a child. But again, after a few years of marriage, the same cycle got repeated, which was happening with her mother and father. And she said, oh, I'm not worthy. I'm not good enough to be in this relationship. She moved out. And she couldn't raise her child. So she left her child and she went into that adoption center and she gave away her child. Few months later, she was diagnosed with cancer. 4th stage cancer, which was incurable. She was shattered. She was completely broken. Like, I have not just lived my life only. How come I have got cancer? And doctors told her that you only have 6 months to survive. That's it. She didn't know what to do in life. Then she took up a kind of a challenge that my life can't just go waste like this. I have to do something about my life. So I want to now live. So she made this decision of that I want to live, and she started doing that. And the moment she started doing that, she went into a lot of alternate therapies, everything she did to come out of this cancer. And she went into this emotions and healing emotions and understanding emotions and how to remove everything that you have or you're troubling with psychologically by healing your emotions. And you know what age she died? She died at the age of 94. She overcome her cancer. She understood the game that everything is psychosomatic and everything can be healed. So she wrote a fantastic book called as You Can Heal Your Life. Now, I know you must have understood I'm talking about whom. So she wrote a fantastic book. Her name is Louise Hay. Just imagine, the victim box leads you where? And if you come out of it, it makes you what in life? And you can really create wonders. The second emotional trigger box, which you are trapped into or you're stuck into, you feel that you want to prove in life how much capable you are. You want to show to the world कि आप कितने capable हो. So this box is of a challenger. Constantly there is a game of I'm better than you. I'm better than you. You're very super energetic person, but very lazy again, because you always have a your motivation or your leading factor is challenge. If you are challenged, you will do. अगर आपको challenge नहीं दिया गया तो आप कुछ नहीं करो. You blame the whole world for the conditions you're stuck in. See the family of this challenger. You constantly have this burning issues inside you. Now, the people who are from challengers, you have a fantastic opportunity to be wonderful leaders when once you come out of this challenger box from the roots. Victim people are very compassionate people. You can channelize these emotions if you work on the roots. So it's a constant, see the family of this, constant proving. You're like a loud rebel. आप बहुत loudly rebel करते हो. सीधा तलवारी उठा लेते हो. अगर एक उंगली आप पे तो आप उस सामने वाले को 3 उंगली दिखाओगे ही दिखाओगे. So there's a constant dissatisfaction. So the ones who have given more marks in the second set of questions, you are from this challenger box. So once you have given highest marks in the first emotional trigger box, is you are from victim box. You get bored easily. यानी आप इतना जल्दी बोर हो जाते हो कि every time you want something new in life, and that makes you super lazy, very reactive. You will react very fast. There is no response. It is like fart. You're like fire. So there's a saturation inside you, because once the challenger is over, the challenge is over. Now what next? You don't have anything next. So you again hit the saturation. Again you become stagnant. See, competitor feeling constantly रहती. ये सब आता है आपके incapability feeling से. You constantly feel कि आप incapable हो. You can't handle criticism. किसी ने आपको गलती से भी criticize किया, खत्म. You will get hurt so fast for that. You just can't handle it. So you want, every time you want appreciation, acknowledgement, and not necessarily every time. So you have a dissatisfied feeling and a fear, and you don't take high targets, or you don't foresee things much, or you lack purpose. The reason is you have fear of failure. What if I fail? So be safe. What if I fail? तो नहीं करना है. So ये failure का डर जो होता है वो आपको challenger game में से बाहर नहीं निकलने देता. A lot of rage inside you. So that is why there's always rise and fall, because things depends on the situation. Challenge कैसी है उस पे आपका success depend करता है. Your success is dependent on challenge that you get, and this is how you get stuck. This one businessman who was into this game of challenger. Let me tell you, a person from a very low background. पापा का एक छोटा सा दुकान हुआ करता था किराने का, a small shop of all the grocery items, and he wanted to do it big because his father never did big. And people used to tell, it's not so easy to become big. You have a lot of struggle, a lot of competition, and you're not from a kind of a big business family. So jitni chadar hai utne pair phailo. Just be in your limits. And he took the challenge. I will become number one in my community also, and I will be 1,000 crore person. And he started the job. So he did all odd jobs of selling cloth materials door to door, to selling utensils, to selling everything that he felt like isme se business ho sakta hai. One fine day, someone just saw his enthusiasm and offered him a job. And he did that because there was a high paid job into a construction company. There he got strike with, why not I do my own business of construction? And he started doing it. He got married. He had beautiful kids. Cut down 50 years later, when he was in his 50s, he was into depression pills. He was already 1,000 crore man, but his kids never wanted to come back to him or his business. His personal life was shattered because his wife's and his communications were very less. They hardly used to communicate because his wife used to blame him for everything in life, for his kids going away from them. He didn't understand. He felt that I've given everything. Then what happened? He didn't understand this challenger box has a habit of domination, can't take people. And they just want to perform better according to their ways. When he understood this game and he came out of this game, his kids came back and they joined his business. He has now diversified his business. It's not only into construction, he's into manufacturing units, he's into technology, he's into various diversifications right now. So it is up to you whether you want to come out of or not. And you can come out of it if you have right now identified your emotional trigger box. So today I am giving you mind, body, and language as a remedy so that you come out of this emotional trigger box. Also, I will give you from where it has come. Just imagine, you were not born like this, na? आप ऐसे पैदा नहीं हुए थे. ऐसे ही आपको चीजें नहीं आ गई थी क्या? बचपन से ही आप विक्टिम हो या आप चैलेंजर हो. But definitely there was a question. आपके दिमाग में always ये सवाल रहा है कि मैं कौन हूँ, मैं कौन हूँ, मैं कौन हूँ. And the answer that you got were multiple answers, very confusing answers. Plus, the answers that you got was the source of those answers were constant blame. तुझे इतना भी नहीं आता है, तू ये भी नहीं कर सकता है. अरे बड़ों के साथ तुझे समझ में नहीं आता कैसे बात करनी है. You just don't know. You're from a business. Hello, come on. You're doing this. I am doing business. Yeah, you're from a business background. तुमको वही करना है. You are in my family. You have to become a doctor or you have to become an engineer. You have to work so hard, yeah. You just can't do like this only or sit like this. You're a female, okay? You're a girl. Ultimately, तेको किसी और के घर जाना है. तुझे ये सारे काम आने चाहिए. You're a boy. You're my legacy. You have to be like this. When you met with so many of confusions in life and a constant blame, either to yourself, either to others. Can we show a previous slide, please? You went into a game of being an identity crisis. Because you constantly felt a crisis in your identity. Who am I, yaar? एक बाजू पापा ये बोल रहे हैं, मम्मी ये बोल रही है, लोग ये बोल रहे हैं, teachers ये बोल रहे हैं. And apart from doing everything also, What am I getting? इससे अच्छा तो मुझे यही सुनने मिलने वाला है, तो let me prove now my existence. So you blamed your source, that is your parents, that is you, your universe, that is when you source blamed yourself, you went into an identity crisis, and that's where your existence started, of proving yourself, proving your existence. And what you wanted to prove? Oh boss, I'm better than you. I'm a better version of you. And who is this you in this whole game? Your source. And that is your mother and father, the universe. That is the source. And the game completely went on proving. मैं कैसे ये प्रूव करूं कि मैं तुमसे बेटर हूं? मैं कैसे ये प्रूव करूं कि मैं तुमसे अच्छा हूं, तुमसे बेहतर हूं? And your game went into this. Complete game went into this. Whatever you take targets, whatever you decided in your life to do, what kind of personality you became is out of these emotional trigger boxes, out of this proving game. And आप ये जिंदगी भर प्रूव करते ही रहे. अब मुझे ये बताओ, I want your answer in a yes or no. If this is a mobile, this is a glass. Can a glass prove, no, I'm a mobile? Can a mobile prove, no, I'm a glass? Or can say, Nana, I'm glass only, I'm not mobile. I am not glass here, I'm mobile. Can it happen? होना चाहिए ना? क्यों नहीं होता? Why this can't happen? Why this can't happen? क्यों नहीं हो सकता? क्यों मोबाइल ग्लास नहीं बन सकता, ग्लास मोबाइल नहीं बन सकता? क्यों ये प्रूव नहीं कर सकता कि नहीं मैं तो मोबाइल ही हूं, नहीं मैं तो ग्लास ही हूं? Okay. That is who you are. Then how can you prove yourself? When you say that their identities are different and that is why they can't prove each other. When you say कि इस इंसान का पर्पस, ये दोनों चीजों का पर्पस अलग है, अलग बनाया है, कैसे प्रूव करे? दोनों अलग हैं. They are different. Bingo. So you are. You are different. You are unique. You cannot be the better version of anyone in this world. आपके जैसा इस दुनिया में और कोई पैदा ही नहीं हुआ है. There is no one in this world who is born like you. Xerox copy जब भी होती है ना, there is a Xerox copy, even that has some difference. So there is no one in this world like you. Then how can be the comparison? How can you be someone's better version? Even the color of your eyebrow is also different. Have you seen that? Go and observe today. Even your color, even your texture is different. But in your whole life, you go to prove, Nana, I am the better version of my mom. I am the better version of my dad. But you cannot be, because you're unique to them. You're different to them. If your mom is X, you cannot be X2. You cannot be X square. If your father is Y, you cannot be a combination of better version of both. एक डॉक्टर और एक इंजीनियर, दोनों का बेटर वर्जन, अच्छा प्रोडक्ट निकलेगा. You can't be that. That's not possible. So you are unique. So you cannot be X plus Y, X2 square, X plus Y square. You cannot be that because you're different. You're unique. To come out of those emotional trigger boxes, this is what you have to create. Create of being unique in life. Believing that you're unique in life. So that you will start finding your purpose. Otherwise, you will not even find your purpose. आपकी जिंदगी में purpose मिलता ही नहीं है आपको. बस जिंदगी में रोटी कपड़ा मकान के अलावा कुछ सोचते ही नहीं है हम. We don't think beyond our survival needs. If your survival is 10 lakh, you don't think beyond 10 lakh. If your survival is 1 crore, you don't think beyond 1 crore. You can't think, because this is how you have been programmed to be the better version of someone. But you're unique. So you have to start working on being unique so that you can find your purpose. So that I can support you in identifying your real identity. I can support you in coming out of the roots of it. So today we have to do that first. First step is, once you have identified your emotional trigger boxes, first step is working towards it through mind, body, and language. And then on the third day, I will work with you on how to come from the roots. How to understand यार real purpose क्या है, इसमें से कैसे मैं roots में से ही बाहर निकल जाऊं कि मेरे को कभी इतना impact करे ही नहीं. It should not impact me so much. So today we will work on the mind, body, and language, the 3 paradigms of your life, most important paradigms of your life, and to give that unique feeling to you, that having that unique identity to you, to come out of these 2 emotional trigger boxes of victim or challenger. Because once you said, I want to become the better version of them, you went into challenger and then you went into victim. और कहां से करोगे? There's no another way. Either you blackmailed them or you got blackmailed. And you went into proving game like anything. So that is why today either you operate from victim or you're operating from challenger. या आप challenger बनकर operate कर रहे हो या आप victim बनकर operate कर रहे हो. Whatever decisions you are taking in your business, in your work, in your personal life, everywhere are on basis of that. Wherever your identity is concerned, जहाँ पे आपका identity आया, आपने या victim बन गए या आप challenger बन. So to break this, I'm giving you the remedies right now. And I want you to do these remedies. Let me tell you, there was one amazing personality. I just had a conversation with her a few months back. And she told, ma'am, I was already a school counselor and was working part-time due to certain emotional parameters and personal things. So I was free most of the time, but I always wanted to work hard and understand my emotions. But couldn't do much. So by doing this mind, body, and language remedy, which you gave, some or the other way, I started getting opportunities. I didn't know from where. And I got the opportunity to be a school counselor and a college counselor of 12 different schools and colleges. I did not have work, and I got work like anything in life. And I'm doing what I always wanted to do. This is I understood the identity of, like, I'm unique. And now she has also associated with us. She is doing our advanced program also because she got wonderful result. So she started working on the roots of it. And now she's growing multifold. 10 times more what she used to do. So this mind, body, and language activity are so amazing. And this remedy is mind-boggling. And I want every one of you to experience it. And when you experience it, please put it in the chat box, as in the WhatsApp group, that this is what you realized. This is what change are you feeling. This is what you are feeling. Or this is what you have this thing. Okay, हाँ ये मिला मुझे जब मैंने ये किया. Okay. So through mind, what you have to do is, see, now we have to reprogram completely. हमें पूरा mind को reprogram करना है. Right now, mind is I have to prove. So you are stuck into proving game. Now the mind, once you want to reprogram it from proving game to uniqueness. Before sleeping and after waking up, you have to do this through your mind. Right? I am unique 24 times. Now you don't have to type. मेहरबानी करके type मत करना मोबाइल पे. पेपर और पेन लेकर लिखो. आलसी मत बनना कि ये फास्ट है ना, चलो करते हैं. No, because there's a science behind it. When you write it on a paper with your pen, all the 5 elements of the universe are in your fingertips. So they get activated and they support you. Your brain gets that signal, okay, I'm unique, okay, I'm unique, okay, I'm unique. This has an impact on you. So you have to write it down 24 times. I am unique with on a paper with a pen. Take a screenshot and post it in the WhatsApp group. Through body, what you have to do is look into the mirror eye to eye for at least 5 minutes, 5 times in the next 24 hours. आपको खुद को देखना है, आंखों में आंखें चार करनी है. So you have to look at least for 5 minutes, 5 times in the next 24 hours. And you don't have to do anything else apart from doing that. Please don't be extra smart and do affirmation with it or add something in it. Please don't do that, because this is a very scientific remedy which I am giving you, and it has some result to deal with your identity. That's why I'm only giving you this. Please don't do apart from just looking at it. I want only you to do that. Okay? Through language, what you have to do is, okay, now once you do this, you will feel something, of course. आप ये body में करोगे तो कुछ ना कुछ महसूस होगा, आपको कुछ realize होगा. You can type that realization once you have done the overall thing, language, body, mind, सारा करके एक साथ ही पूरा realization डाल देना. Put the realization all the way together. Now through language, you just have to understand this thing, that you use a lot of words which are not necessary, but they are certain defensive words which has come from challenger or victim. You have to observe certain words. They are not required, but they are there in your life because they create some personality of yours, and that personality is of a victim or a challenger. So you have to avoid these words like no, like, you know, or which you use frequently in your sentences or in your conversation. For example, a lot of people have this habit of using honestly speaking. Honestly speaking, this is like this only. Honestly speaking, or you have a habit of using I know. I know, yeah, ऐसा ही होता है. I know this happens like this. Yeah, I know. Yeah, things are like this only. Yeah, correct. Yes. So you have a pattern of using certain words repeatedly in your conversations. You have to just observe. Do nothing but just observe. And if you can stop, how to stop it? Once you observe and you are aware, oh, I am using you know very frequently. When you understood this, stop your conversation, take a pause, again start the conversation. That's it. Nothing else you have to do. Okay? So this mind, body and language as a remedy I've given you. You will get amazing results. Do that. Post your realizations in the group. And of course, from today's session, what have you got? आज के session से आपको क्या मिला है? What have you got? What breakthroughs that you got? What realizations have you got? What have you understood about your life? Please put it in the WhatsApp group. Group will be open for some time. So please give your great realizations in the WhatsApp group and the feedback. Follow me on my Instagram page, that is Charmi Chheda. You will get so much of content and you will get a lot of information from there also. So do follow my page. Follow Growth Vidyapeeth page. Follow Facebook page, that is Charmi Chheda and Growth Vidyapeeth. And yes, there would be icon once you go leave this meeting. You will get some flash. Something will be flashed on your screen. You have to just give the feedback. Read it and give it. Okay? And with this, keep loving, guys. And let's meet tomorrow also. Till then, keep loving. Take care. Bye-bye. Love you all. See you tomorrow. Pragal, don't worry. My team will connect with you. Mera team aapse connect kar lega. Okay? Don't worry. Bye-bye. Take care, everyone.